Hello, friends. I welcome you all. Our today's topic of discussion is about how to become a social auditor. Just give me 1 second to share my screen with you. Yes, friends. I believe screen is set. You're able to see it. What you are seeing right now on the screen is, in fact, a certificate of membership of the Institute of Social Auditors of India. Just have a look at this certificate. If you want that your name should appear here, your father's name should appear here, your photo should appear here, and you should get a membership number from this particular institute called as Institute of Social Auditors of India, or ISAI. Then this is the right video for you. Step by step, I will try to explain you the process. At the outset, let me make it very clear. It is very easy. Process is very easy. If you have determination to become a social auditor, very easily, comfortably, you can become. Let us understand who is a social auditor. Then we'll see how to become a social auditor. SEBI has already defined, SEBI defines who is a social auditor. So as per SEBI's definition, social auditor is an individual who is registered with a self-regulatory organization under the purview of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. That means the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, that is ICAI, has formed a self-regulatory organization. The name of the organization is Institute of Social Auditors of India. And an individual, if he is registered with that organization, he will be called as a social auditor. So you can visit to the website of Institute of Social Auditors of India, and you can have an idea that what is the process of getting membership from this particular institute. One more thing we have to remember: to become a social auditor or to be qualified as a social auditor, to become a member of this particular institute, Institute of Social Auditors of India, what is required is to qualify a particular examination. It is a certification examination which is conducted by NISM. NISM stands for National Institute of Securities Market. You can also visit to the website of NISM and understand how to pass the examination on social audit. So once you're having a valid certificate from this particular institute, and if you're eligible to become social auditors, then you can apply to the Institute of Social Auditors of India. So now you have understood it is a two-step process. First, you have to pass the certification examination from NISM, then apply to ISAI. Right, friends? Now, if you visit to the Institute of Social Auditors of India website, you can find out they have published a list of documents which are required for their membership. So all these documents are, you see, one is list is there before you. Photograph, PAN card, Aadhaar card, all these things are there. But what is key important, key document is that this one, Certificate of NISM Series 23, that is Social Auditor Certification Examination. This examination relatively recently started by NISM. So you can appear in this examination. And once you have passed this examination, you will get that certificate. The certificate is required. All other documents you might be having, but the certificate you have to obtain from NISM. And some cost is also involved for getting that certificate. So NISM, you can apply for that certificate, you can apply for registration. But when you are applying for the social auditors membership, you have to also pay a fee. So fee involved is 2,360 rupees. It is your fee for one-time fee. And annual membership fee also there, 2,950 rupees. Both of them are inclusive of GST. So after getting that certificate, when you apply for registration, you have to pay this much of fee also. So at this stage, let us understand one more thing. Of course, certificate is required. We have to also check whether someone is having eligibility to become social auditors or not. So this, what you are seeing in the slide is the list of persons, list of people who are eligible to become social auditor. Chartered accountants are eligible, all chartered accountants. Company secretaries are eligible. Cost and management accountants are eligible. That means members of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Institute of Company Secretaries of India, and Institute of Cost Accountants of India. All of them are eligible to become social auditors, provided they pass the NISM certification course. But not only these professional people, in addition to that, postgraduates from any recognized university can also become social auditors, provided they have minimum 3 years of experience in development sector. So if they're having 3 years working experience in some development sector, then and they're having a PG degree, they can also become social auditors. And not only PG, not only postgraduates, graduates also become social auditors. Graduates from any universities which is recognized by University Grant Commission. If these graduates are having minimum 6 years of experience in development sector, they are also eligible to become social auditors. Right. So graduates can become, postgraduates can become, and professional members can also become social auditors. And any other person who is suitable accreditation with minimum 6 years experience can also become social auditors. So you see the eligibility is uh, quite vast. A large number of people can become social auditors if they have relative experience, if they're experienced in the related fields. To summarize, you can see these are six category of become people who can become social auditors. And one more thing, also SEBI has clarified. SEBI has clarified this thing. So social auditor will have to be registered with an SRO under the Institute of Social Auditors of India or such other agency as may be specified by SEBI. So not only that particular institute, Institute of Social Auditors of India, some other agencies may be specified by SEBI where a social auditor can get himself reached. Right. So one thing while discussion I was talking about one thing that 6 years or 3 years experience is required in development sector. If someone is having PG degree, then 3 years experience is required in development sector. If someone is having graduation degree, then he needs 6 years experience in the development sector. Now this question might be coming to your mind that what are this development sector mean? What I understand, in my opinion, as you have, most of you must be aware of. So our country has adopted the Sustainable Development Goals, which are listed by United Nations. On your screen, you can find out there are a list of 17 SDGs, that is Sustainable Development Goals. So if someone has working experience in these areas, then that can be considered as the development sector. That can be considered as experience in development sector. So those people who have working experience in these areas, if they're having the required experience, they can apply for apply to become social auditors. Now let us one by one see the steps how to become a social auditor. First of all, our suggestion will be visit to the website of Social Auditors of India, have a broad understanding that how membership, how one can be admitted as the member, what is the objective of this particular institute. You can also visit to the other institutions like you see, this is the ICSI Institute of Social Auditors. So this is the institute which is formed by Institute of Company Secretaries of India. Similarly, Institute of Cost Accountants of India has also formed one more institution. So that website you can also visit. That is ICMI Social Auditors Organization. That there also you can get information about how to become social auditor. Once you have understood this, then kindly visit to NISM website where you have to write an examination, you have to register yourself. So NISM website, what I'm showing you on the screen is the homepage of the NISM website. NISM website, you can go there. So here you can see here in NISM website, here one tab is there, certification. We'll go there. We'll see how to pass the certification examination. One more thing, this examination has got some defined objective. So ensure that you are focused, you are aware of these objectives. So objective of this NISM examination is these three things. One is that NISM expects, or Institute of Social Auditors of India expect, that the candidate should have the basic knowledge about social auditing and the code of conduct of social auditors. So one should study these things. One should also understand the general concept relating to stock exchange, social audit, and social impact assessment. One should know all these three things. And one should also know what is the social impact reporting disclosures and regulations. So this is the objective of the examination. If one is aware of all these things, one can easily pass this examination. Examination, one has to face totally, in fact, 100 questions. Each question is 1 mark. There will be, first of all, 85 1 mark question and 3 case studies. So 85 questions into 1 mark is total 85 marks. Then 3 cases. Okay, 3 cases, 1 case, 5 marks is. So that is coming to 15 marks. This is how total 60 marks one has to answer. And the duration of examination is 2 hours. Within 2 hours, one has to answer 100 multiple choice questions. A, B, C, D, four options will be there. You have to choose only. If you don't know the answer, you can skip that question, right? And you can write one answer later on, get it corrected. That is also possible. Here, the pass mark is 60%. One has to secure 60% to pass in the examination. And there is negative marking also. If your answer is wrong, then 25%. That means 0.25 marks will be deducted. So you may take a calculated risk if you don't know the answer. If you know the answer, then fine. If you don't know the answer, be prepared. If the answer is wrong, then 0.25 marks will be deducted. Right? So this is how exams will be conducted. And you see, this is again, I'm taking you to the NISM website. Here you see this particular tab is certification. Okay, under certification, if you go, you can find out a list of certification, but here is one certification which is important for us. This is Social Auditor Certification, NISM Series 23, Social Auditor Certification Examination. One can register himself or herself in the NISM and apply for writing this particular certification examination. Okay, here you see the certification examination details are here about the 2 hours examination. This is the fee which is discussed. 65 is the passing mark, 25% is the negative mark. Total mark is 100. So one has to be prepared for this thing. Right, friends? So your first step should be you should register for the certification examination. You can enroll or log in the portal. Some documents like photo, Aadhaar, PAN cards will be required. So you can get yourself registered. This is the candidate's registration form. So online you can fill off all these things, email address, all your name details, all these things step by step you have to fill up. The required certificates will be uploaded. Fine. So after that, you'll be getting a user ID, mail ID, and password. You can use those mail ID. You might be already having your mail ID, that is your user ID. That user ID and password can be used to log into the portal, right? Then you can go to this certification portal again. Fine. And here you can register yourself for your certification examination. One more thing, this one study material is available in NISM website. This is what the cover page of the study material, what I'm showing you right now. Totally, the study material contains roughly around 202 pages, contains etc. If you remove, there are 191 pages one need to study. So one can comfortably study this thing. This is what I feel. This is enough to pass the examination. If someone has studied the study method, then he can easily pass this examination. And as I told you, 100 marks examination. So this is the chapter-wise weightage of marks. Introduction to social sector and Indian financial market. There are 8 marks in this area. So you can see mark distribution. For trading, clearing, settlement, and risk management, 4 marks are there. You see, there are some areas more marks are allotted, like social impact assessment case studies. So one can focus on these chapters. Social audit and social auditors, 12 marks are here. Introduction to social stock exchange, 10 marks are here. The disclosure norms, reporting requirements by social auditors and penalties, 10 marks are here. So like this is how marks are distributed, and study material is available with you. So you can study. Okay. So as I told you, online examination. And before going to the examination hall, carry your PAN card or Aadhaar card. That will be required. Study material is available free of cost. Okay, one can download it from the NISM website. Easily one can download. Here you see this is the link where study material can be downloaded. You see, if you read it here carefully, NISM series 23 social auditors. One can view, one can download the study material. Once you're registered, you will be able to uh, familiarize yourself with the website. During examination, you have to, or before going to examination, be prepared. Carry one identity proof. You have to answer one question at a time, multiple choice type of questions. You can travel back also. If you have already answered one question, you can go back and get it corrected. You can mark a question for reconsideration. If you don't want to answer it right now, then you can mark it for reconsideration. And normally in the examination center, they provide Excel or open up a spreadsheet. If you want to do some calculation, you can use that thing. Mobile phones will not be allowed. Calculators will not be allowed. So be prepared for that, right? But system will be having Excel or Office spreadsheet. You can use that for calculation purpose. Or if you register yourself for examination, so you'll be getting one admit card. You can take admission. And once you passed, they immediately you'll be getting a certificate like this. This is what a certificate it gives. And if your marks are more than 60%, you'll be declared as pass. And this is the certificate which is required for application of membership. So this certificate is relevant for you. And once you're having certificate, you can once again visit to the Institute of Social Auditors of India's website. Now apply for registration. You see this tab shows registration, login. You can apply for registration. You can register by giving your mobile number and other details like this. You can get yourself registered. Your documents will be sent. It will be scrutinized. Okay, these are the documents which are required. Usual documents, photo, PAN, Aadhaar, your membership certificate, certificate of practice if applicable, NISM certificate. All these documents will be required. And fees, of course, 2,360 rupees for enrollment fee, and annual membership fee 2,950 rupees has to be paid. You can pay through NIFT. Please ensure that it is yours, or that it is a prospective member's responsibility to ascertain that he is possessing the requisite qualification. So you should make payment only when you are eligible for enrollment. Right? Once you are enrolled, you will be okay. And also you have to give a declaration that you have not been convicted of any offense. Okay, no disciplinary or legal proceeding is pending before you. No criminal proceeding is pending against you. So this kind of declaration one is supposed to submit. And you have to make the payment also. And after that, once everything is scrutinized by Institute of Social Auditors of India, you'll be getting a mail like this that you are admitted as the member. Subsequently, you'll be getting a certificate like this, certificate of membership. Once that is there, now you are eligible and you are an member of the Institute of Social Auditors of India. You are a social auditor, you can practice social auditing. So that is the concept. I think I have clarified everything. Just if you want to see, I'll show you the study material also, how it looks like. Just give me one more second for that. Uh, Now, I think it is visible now. You see, this is the study material, NISM study material. Just have a look. It can be freely downloaded. This is the content, right? The social sector in India, Indian financial market, right? Introduction to trading, clearing, then concept of social stock exchange, registration and listing of social stock exchange, social audit and social auditors, social audit standards, social impact assessment case studies. So everything is there in the study material. And at the end of every chapter, there are some questions also. So one can go through these questions. And in NISM website, you can say, if you visit, you can find out the step-by-step process, how to register yourself in with NISM and how to register yourself for the examination also. I think I have clarified the topic. I repeat, it's a very simple thing. All that you have to do is to get yourself registered with NISM, download their study material, study, write the examination, secure 60% of mark, and if you're eligible, then apply to the Institute of Social Auditors of India. You're going to become a member. Thank you very much.